going on today, everybody? We're back in the fish room, and on today's video we're going to be showing you how to build a low maintenance fish tank. Now, when you're first getting into the fish keeping hobby, obviously you want a low maintenance fish tank to start with, because that's the easiest, that's the most beneficial for you as a new beginner, as a new fish keeper. Easier and low maintenance is going to make it much more simple, and it'll make your experience a lot better than having something that's super complicated and hard to keep clean, hard to keep the fish alive, hard to clean the filtration, hard to do everything. We're going to make it easy for you. So we moved our lungfish out of here and into the 1,000-gallon pond a couple days ago, so he's doing just fine in there. Plenty of hidey holes for him. But this is the tank. We are going to absolutely remove everything from this tank, remove all the water, remove all the substrate, and I'm going to show you guys from scratch how to build low maintenance fish tank. So yeah, let's start getting this cleaned out, everything sucked out, probably new filter system. We're just going to show you it all. Let's get right into cleaning this out. All right. So like I said, everything is going to be cleaned out of here and looking immaculate. So, let's get her tore out. All right, now let's drain our water down and get this substrate out of here. All right, nice and clean, nice and spotless, other than the back. You already know, if you guys watch this channel, we don't clean the back of the tanks. That ruins it. So yeah, we got this tank all cleaned out, all nice and buffed out. Clean slate, perfect example from starting from scratch. So, first things first, we're gonna start with substrate. Substrate, actually a lot more important than you'd think, because if you have pea pebbles, that pea pebbles mixed with sand is going to be a nice base layer for your tank, because beneficial bacteria are going to grow on the pea pebbles and the sand, which is going to help keep your tank nice and clean. You don't want to do just sand bottom, because that can become compacted, and then that's going to get like nutrients to rot in one spot because water's not flowing through it. It's going to start rotting, stinking, make your tank all nasty, too many nitrates, no good. So, pea pebbles and rock going in. You're going to start with your first base layer of pea pebbles and then your sand on top. Let's get to it. Now you can clean your pea pebbles if you like, just so you don't have as many nutrients in the water, but me, I don't clean my rock, we just toss it in. Alright, now that we got a good amount of rock in here, we'll kind of smooth it all around, give us a nice base layer for our sand to go on top of. Now, as you can see how I spread it out, what I do is kind of in the front is a lighter depth, so I kind of like push it towards the back, so it gives the back a little bit of depth, even though it's not like a huge problem with just like a low maintenance tank, but it just kind of makes the tank look a little bit better. So we try and get a little ramp in the back to make it, give it a little bit more depth, you know? Because hey, a low maintenance tank, it can look a little decent too, right? All right, let's start layering that sand on top. Now we're gonna do the same exact thing. Get that sand just nice and grazed over the top, because once we add the water, that sand will kind of work its way through all the gravel, so you don't need to mix it all up. Everything's gonna be a-okay. When we're talking substrate, you're going to want about 2 to 3 inches of substrate. Because realistically, the deeper, the better, because all that beneficial bacteria has plenty of substrate to grow onto. The more substrate you have, typically, the easier it is for your tank to keep. It's a common misconception when people just throw substrate in the bottom. They just think, oh, that's good to go. Trust me, it's not good to go. So now you can see kind of how we're looking. A nice little, it looks like it's only this deep, but in the back, it's probably 4 to 5 inches deep in the back. So yeah, substrate complete. Nice and easy tank, nice and easy start to your tank. Substrate, number 1. Number 2, filtration. Let's put some easy to clean, low maintenance filtration in, AKA our sponge filter, baby. Yes, this sponge filter's looking a little crusty, but she's gonna work beautifully. Check it out. All right, so all you're gonna need to run a sponge filter is obviously the sponge filter, some airline tubing, and a air pump, which is down here at the bottom. And I have a giant air pump because I use sponge filters all the time. So yeah, you're gonna take our little lifter tube, slide it on down in there. Look a little something like that. Put your hose in the top of the sponge filter. It's gonna go on that nipple, like so. You can put your lifter tube back on. And she's gonna sit right in the tank wherever you want her. We're gonna put her almost dead center, not quite though. And she's gonna live right there. And we'll get this airline ran how we want it. Obviously you can't tell there's no air to it because there's no water in it. That's gonna be our next step. Let's fill this bad boy up with some water. We'll just see how everything's settling in. All right, so this little setup that I have here, so the little cup and the rag helps so the sand doesn't get displaced all over the place because this water comes in pretty fast. So this is an attempt to try and slow the water down so it doesn't move all the stuff we just done. We got her all filled up. The water is murky because I stole water from the 300-gallon stock tank that I have because I didn't really feel like going and running the hose for the well water. So that's why it's a little murky, because we just pulled it from the stock tank. But it'll clear all up. A little bit of tannins in it. Never hurt nobody. So yeah, we got substrate, our filter. Now, really, all you need to do is add fish. And then that would be good to go. But we're going to add a little bit of hardscape. And this is just lava rock. You don't have to put hardscape in it if you don't want to, but we like to spice it up for the fish, you know. Give them a nice little spice. All right, and then of course, for a low maintenance tank, if you actually want it low maintenance so you don't have to do anything except water changes, you're gonna need some live plants. Now, live plants, easy live plants like crypts. Crypts would be a good one to do. Amazon swords are a good one. They do grow very fast. Some like floating plants, some frog bit, some red root floaters. Guppy grass works very well too. Trying to think of anything else. Any stem plants that work good in your water, that works great too. But you don't need too many of them. You just need enough to where whatever fish you have in here, if you have small fish, you don't need that many plants in here to suck up all the poop. But enough jabbering. Let's get some plants thrown in here. All right, so we have 2 crypts in here. We've got a crypt here and a crypt right here. Now, we're gonna finish it off with some frog bit. Floating on top, nice. Beautiful. Now once this clears up, I'll kind of show you guys the finished product, but when it comes to low maintenance tank, what you want is a good amount of substrate so the beneficial bacteria will grow, a nice easy filter. Sponge filters are extremely easy to care for and work very well also for beneficial bacteria because all the little nooks and crannies in that sponge harvest live good bacteria, which does very well for cleaning up all your fish waste in the tank. And 3, if you want it to be perfectly good to go, you're gonna want plants. You're gonna want live plants, which extremely help keep your tank low maintenance. I promise. Plants are scary for some people at first, but once you get them and you see how well they work and how crystal clear your water stays, you'll never turn back. Trust me. So yeah, that's gonna be the low maintenance fish tank. We'll come back once it's all cleared up and show you how it looks. All right, as you can see, we added a little more spice to the tank. We got some pearlweed there. We have some val in the back there, and we added some moss to try and get it to stick to that lava rock. Now that is gonna be a nice beginning, a nice start to our low maintenance tank. Now, the first couple weeks, it might not be super low maintenance because you're gonna need to watch the nitrates as you add fish. If you don't add fish right away, you'll probably be all right. You'll probably be good to go. But we're gonna add fish, and I have a whole bunch of mollies in the stock tank that I'm gonna catch out and put in this bad boy. And we'll just see how they go. All right, now this is a strain that I've been working on, because let me tell you, I didn't get these when they were bright orange like this. They weren't bright orange. They were completely different colors, but these bright orange ones started hatching, and now we can try and get some bright orange mollies. Perfect tank for a breeding project. I mean, look at those, man. Those are bright orange. I've been breeding these for a little while now. Bright orange mollies. Look at them. One's got a little bit of a black tail, but I mean, everything else on the other four are pure orange. Look at those. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, they'll love our low maintenance tank that we put together for you guys. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, turn on those bell notifications, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.